Now, I know you don't care about football, but you kind of care about the Super Bowl, I think.
Only the commercials and who's performing.
Okay.
I mean, it's going to be the Weeknd is performing, and I don't know, he's boring.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. I don't understand that meeting somebody had and thought the Weeknd was a good halftime person. I don't understand that.
Hopefully he's going to have a lot of guest stars. Like, I like when somebody's performing, but they have 1 million people coming to be their guest stars. That would work. Like if it's going to be the Weeknd and Drake and the Weeknd and Rihanna and the Weeknd and
he better bring Bruno Mars. You know,
literally, yeah, Bruno Mars. Like literally anybody else but the Weeknd. It'll be fine.
I mean, I've been in radio for a gazillion years. I can't even name one Weeknd song. So that kind of scares me that everybody's going to be watching this going, I don't know who this guy is.
No, he's had a couple of hits. I mean, you have a couple songs. If I played you a couple of his songs, you'd recognize them. But the problem is he only has a couple of songs. He doesn't have an entire library of songs that he can choose from. You know what I mean? He only has like a few hits.
Football fans do not know who this guy is.
Right. That's a good point, too. Yeah, for football fans, you got to put somebody up there like that everybody knows. That's why Justin Timberlake and Bruno Mars were good choices.
Yeah, because they know who those people are. But a 50-year-old guy from Arkansas does not know who The Weeknd is or cares.
Right, and cannot name one song.
No, I can't. And I've been in radio. Yeah. And I've been in top 40 radio. And I've actually played the new Weeknd song. I can't tell you a Weeknd song. But you kind of care about Tom Brady because he's married to a supermodel.
That's all I know about him. He's a football guy, and he's married to Giselle. That's all I know about him. Oh, he's vegan.
And he's vegan.
He sold his penthouse apartment in the Flatiron area and now lives in Miami.
Okay, so Tom Brady left this team that was up here near you, New England, and then he went to Tampa.
Okay.
So this year. His team won, and he's going into the Super Bowl again.
I know that so not only did they have their apartment here in New York, but they had a $33 million house in Boston, and they sold that too. Can you imagine, like, all that money? Jeez.
Yeah, and he's going back to the Super Bowl. So can you imagine what was in his contract if he makes it back to the Super Bowl, how much he's going to make?
Enough to buy another house somewhere else.
Yeah, so they just won. They're going to the Super Bowl. In the town that they play in, that's where the Super Bowl is going to be held at. That's a big thing.
Yeah, but it's weird because now they're looking to buy a place in L.A., which is nowhere near any of the places you've mentioned. Not that they can't have multiple houses, but I mean, I guess when you're not in football season, you can live wherever you want, right? You don't have to live. Do you have to live? Is it like radio? Do you have to live near the station?
No, you can live pretty much anywhere. As long as you make it to practice and the games, they really don't care where you live.
Oh, okay.
But for him, they just have so much money. You know, why not buy a house in every state? Instead of staying at a Hilton, you could just stay at your house when you go travel there.
So he's in the Super Bowl, you said?
Yes.
Okay, and when's that?
That's not next week, but the following week.
Oh, okay. Well, good for him, I guess. Yeah, I can't wait to see what she's going to wear. She always goes and sits in the stands, and
well, she'll be there.
Yeah, she always does. She goes. Oh, although you know what, I don't know. I guess as a wife, she might be allowed to go, but they're not going to have fans, right?
They had 9,000 fans at the game today.
So what do they disperse them all over so they're not sitting near each other?
Yeah, they have 6 feet between them all. But I don't know what they're going to do for the Super Bowl.
Okay, so they are going to allow fans at the Super Bowl 2021. Looks like February 7th is the date. The exact number of fans will come out to about 2,200 people. And 7,500 of them are vaccinated healthcare workers that the Super Bowl people, the NFL, has already said that they can come for free. Yeah, I guess 2,200 is not a lot, right?
It's not, no. I mean, that stadium holds 60, 70,000 people.
Oh, okay. All right. So they are going to be able to socially distance and watch the game.
Yeah, but 43 years old to be 43, still playing a game at that level and making it to the Super Bowl. Good for him.
Yeah, that's impressive. I mean, think about, so he at 43 is better than most 43-year-olds. He is not stronger than a professional athlete who's 27.
See, and that's the thing, is he's up against people that are 25. And, 22-year-old people are tackling him. And he's still getting up and beating everybody and making it to the Super Bowl.
But that's the thing. Okay, but he did make it to the Super Bowl, so clearly it doesn't matter that he's up against all these 20-somethings and 30-somethings. It doesn't matter because he's able to endure. I mean, if you told me he was 43 and still being a quarterback and, we don't know how much longer he's going to do it because the team's not doing well, that would make sense. But the fact that he took them to the Super Bowl, I mean, 43 is the new 23. Who's the other football ball guy?
We don't know yet.
Team?
We don't know yet because they're playing right now. But it could be Patrick Mahomes. And if Patrick Mahomes, he's the guy who got all that money that we were talking about at the beginning of the year.
Yes, I remember that.
So he got the big, huge contract, but he's 25. So 43 against 25, that's a big difference in age. And it'll be interesting to see
stupid. It's like, okay, so if you don't tell me anything about football ball and you say like, okay, you want to place money on the Super Bowl, all you got to tell me is the star of one team is 43 and the star of the other team who's making all that money is 25. I'd be like, duh, I'm putting my money in the 25-year-old guy. It's a sports ball.
Right, and the 25-year-old guy is amazing.
Okay, and there's that too. He's not just 25. He's 25 and amazing. I feel like there's the other team has no shot. Sorry to be. I'm not ageist. Don't say that because I know that's what you're thinking right now. It has to do with physical ability. After a while, you lose your. I know that he's good enough to get to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry. There's no way he can beat an amazing 25-year-old.
Mm-hmm. But if he does, that's pretty insane.
Do they go one-on-one? Is it like wrestling? Do they have a chance to do they box or wrestle each other?
It's pretty much one-on-one. I mean, it's the better quarterback, whoever wins.
Do they throw footballs at each other? How's it work?
No, they don't throw it. No, they don't do that. But it will be, that's what everybody will be talking about is if Patrick Mahomes wins in the next hour, that's what people are going to be talking about.
And then you're going to be making jokes like, how many times does 25 go into 43?
4. No. So he's 4 times older.
I meant it as a sexual joke, but okay, let's take it like that.